Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Math Club. In this video, we're going to talk about rotation and how to rotate a shape using tracing paper. The question says, rotate the shape 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. Now, before we start rotating the shape, we have to understand what is the question. First thing we have to understand is clockwise. And what does it mean? Now, clockwise, it means going with the clock. Now, if we have a clock like this, we will have 12 here, 3 here, 6, and 9. Now, if we go clockwise, it means we go this way. We are going with the clock. And if we go anti-clockwise, we go the other way or the opposite way. This is the meaning of clockwise and anti-clockwise. So we have to understand this. Now, the question here says clockwise. So we are going this way. So you have to put the arrow so you don't forget where to move. Now, after understanding this and putting the arrow, we can start using tracing paper. Now, this is a tracing paper. We use tracing paper to see through them so we can draw the shape and rotate it. Now, let me show you the steps of using the tracing paper. We have two types of movement or two types of things you can write so they can help you. Let me show you the first ones and then show you the second ones on the same paper. Now, the first step is common between all of these steps. The first thing you do, you put the tracing paper here in the middle, like this. What do? You come to the origin. This is the origin. You put a big plus sign like this, as you can see. So the first step we did, we put a plus sign in the middle on the origin because he wants the origin. Now, if we're moving or rotating on other points, for example, 1 and 1, let's say this point, we just put the plus sign on 1, 1, okay? So we have the same steps, but the plus sign, we don't put it on the origin, which is 0, 0 point. No, we put it on the 1, 1 point, for example. And you can rotate any shape using this method. Now, after putting the plus sign on the origin here, the second thing you do, you're going to draw the shape. This is the shape here. These are the points of the shape. You just have to match them. So we match it like this. Very good. Now, the second step is done, which is drawing the shape on the tracing paper. So the first step, we draw a plus sign, as we said, on the point that we want to rotate the shape on. And the second step is drawing the shape itself on the tracing paper. Now, what do? We have two types of, or two methods to move. The first method is just using this, or these things, and putting the pencil in the middle and rotating the paper this way, as I said. After rotating the paper, as you can see, the plus sign will not be the same as the axis beneath it. Now, if you rotate the paper and the plus sign becomes the same again, it means you rotated the shape 90 degrees. This means you rotated the shape 90 degrees. Very good. So, as I told you, the first method depends on putting the pencil here and rotating the paper the same way as we decided, which is clockwise. And after moving the paper, the plus sign will not be the same as the X and the Y axis. The first time it becomes the same again, the plus sign, it becomes identical to the axis. It means this is 90 degrees. This is the first step or the first method that you can use. And then you can remove the paper like this and put the points of the shape here and then connect them together. Now, this is the first method. Let me show you another method that will help you with other angles. If they're asking for 180, for example, or 270 degrees. Now, same idea, we put the tracing paper here. As we did, we draw the plus sign on the origin, or the point that we want to rotate on, and then we draw the shape as we did, same idea. And then what do we add here? We add an arrow here, this arrow, and we put 0 here. What does that mean? It means that here is the 0 degree. We're not moving. The shape is in its place. And because we are rotating this way, it means the 90 degree will be very good here, 90 degree. So here 0 degree, here 90 degree. And if we're moving, the 180 will be here. Very good. And then 270 will be here. Very good. Now, after putting these things, putting the 0, the 90, the 180, and 270, I'm going to show you how to rotate the shape in any angle you want. Now, these angles, I put them depending on the question, which is clockwise. So if it's clockwise, we're going to put the 90 here and the 270 here. But if it's anti-clockwise, it's going to be the opposite, because we're going to rotate this way, and the 90 will be here, and the 270 will be here. Very good. Now, after putting these angles, we just put the pen or the pencil in the middle, and we take the paper and rotate it. As you rotate, you can notice that the arrow changed from 0 or moved from 0. If I put the arrow on 90, it means it's 90 degree. If I take the arrow and put it on 180, it means 180, and this is the place of 180. If I take it on 270, it's going to be 270 degrees. So this way helps you with other angles like 270, 90, 180. Now, you can use whatever way you like, but this way is more specific. So it will help you with other angles. Now, you can use the plus sign matching with the axis in the back, or you can use this method, the arrow method, that will help you a lot with other angles. Now, let's finish our question. As the question said, rotate the shape 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. As we did, we put a plus sign in the middle. We drew the shape on the tracing paper, and then we put an arrow, 0 degree here, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and then 270 degrees here. Now, what do? We put the tracing paper, we draw the plus and the shape, and we put the angles. Now we just put the pen here, or the pencil, and as I said, I'm using a pen. I want to make sure that the lines are clear for you. Now, what do? We take the arrow here and take it, move it until it becomes on 90 degrees. This means that the shape rotated 90 degrees. If I want 180, I'm going to take the arrow here on the 180 degrees. Now, this is the place of the new shape. As you can see here, I just remove the tracing paper like this, or I just put points here, so I can know the place of that new shape. Now, I can see through the paper, so I will know the places of the points. Here, I have -4, one box between it, so I put the point between this one and this one, and here is here, and I put all the points in the place. Very good. And then I just match or connect the points together to make the new shape. And this is how we did this question, or how we answered this question using the tracing paper. Now, from the beginning, as I said, we use the tracing paper, we put it on the middle here, like this. We draw a plus sign on the point that we want to rotate the shape on, and then we draw the shape. We put the arrow, 0 degrees here, 90 here, 180, 270. And I did 90 here and 270 here because I want to rotate this way using clockwise rotation. And then I just put the pen in the middle and I rotate the paper like this, moving the arrow to the angle that I want. If they ask me for 90, I will come here. If they ask me for 180, I will come here, as you can see. And if they ask me for 270, I will come here. So the arrow will tell me where's the angle. And it will help me with the rotation. And the place of the new shape will be decided by the tracing paper. And this is 360 or 0 degrees, which means no movement. And this is how you answer a question like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.